Welcome to today's episode of the Simply Financial podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Calandra, and I hope to increase your financial IQ today with a discussion about signs that indicate it might be time or will be time for you to change financial advisors. I've been in the business for over 30 years as a certified financial planner, and I could attest to the fact that switching financial advisors may not be an easy decision. This is especially true if it's been a long-term business relationship. But things do change, and I want to talk a little bit about some signs that you can use as a guide to see if a change might be in order. Sometimes things just may not be working out and a change is needed. So let's talk about some of the signs. The first one is poor communication. This is the top reason that clients switch financial advisors. Things like not returning calls or emails. Then you feel like you're not cared for, you're not important, and you question whether you're getting what you're paying for. Regular communication is key for both the client and the financial advisor so that both parties can stay up to date. It's especially important when markets struggle. Like in 2022, clients want to most likely hear more from their financial advisor during troubled times. Open communication, two-way open communication is very important. And so when communication breaks down, when you feel as a client that you're the only one reaching out to the advisor and it's one way, that's problematic. When you feel as though they're not responsive, that's problematic. So that's the first sign that I wanted to share with you. The next sign is more about how you feel, and that's when you don't feel comfortable. You want to pay attention to how you feel when you're interacting with a financial advisor. Do you feel like they know you? Do you feel like they are putting your needs first? Do you come away from conversations or meetings feeling more confused? That's a big time negative. You don't need to be best friends with your financial advisor, but you do need to have a good rapport, in my opinion, to have a successful business relationship. Now, that's not to say that there may not be tough, difficult discussions along the way. This happens when you're talking about money and important topics like retirement, college funding, things like that. So a good relationship can withstand some conversation where there might even be a little disagreement or a little debate. You might feel a little uncomfortable about maybe have to work a little longer, or maybe accounts are down and you have to contend with that. But I'm talking more about relationally how you feel in terms of the comfort level. You should feel heard and you should feel at ease with the person or the team that you're dealing with. So you want to check in on how you feel about the relationship, how comfortable you feel about the personal relationship you have with the advisor and maybe their team. So that's number two. The third thing is when it's a relationship that's not personalized. Financial planning is dynamic. Your life changes, taxes change, the markets change. Things are constantly in a state of change. So is this financial advisor relationship changing along with your evolution and changes in the economy and the markets? Is your plan being updated? Is your strategy being updated? Are these changes, are they being tailored to your needs today? When you're in your 20s, the things you need and your outlook and what's important will change when you get into your 30s and 40s and 50s and so on. So a financial advisor relationship that might have worked in one chapter of your life may not work in another chapter of your life for any number of reasons. So make sure that your financial advisor relationship is a personalized one and that all of the elements of the business relationship have been updated to where you are today and are not still focused on where you were previously. So that's number 3. Number 4, and the last one, is in regards to fees, where you feel that it's not worth it. Granted, a violation of the first three would lead you to question whether you are paying fees that's worth it or not. Let me take a step back. You should know how much you're paying. You should have a good appreciation for the financial relationship or the cost relationship. And there are varying ways that advisors do compensate for their services. I am somewhat agnostic. I don't think that one is necessarily better than the others. I know what's good for me and for the practice here at Elliott Wealth Management Services, but it has, again, using that term, changed over time. But you should know how much you're paying, and you want to make sure you're getting a good return on that investment, a good return on that cost. Now, that return is partially based on investment returns, and that can't be understated. But additionally, are you getting a good plan in exchange for the fees you're paying? Are you getting high level of service to justify the costs? Are you getting good advice, not just investment advice, but hopefully holistic, comprehensive advice about budgeting, retirement, tax planning, estate planning, a variety of different things that you're going to have to make decisions on with your money, and working in partnership with a financial advisor that can help you consistently make good decisions and consistently avoid pitfalls would help generate a good return on the investment, on the cost you're spending. So if you feel like you're not getting a good value for the money you're spending with your financial advisor, the cost, then that is the fourth and last sign that it might be time to change financial advisors. Hopefully, if you're a client of mine and you're listening to this, my team and I have done a good job with these four, and you are not ready to switch advisors. But our practice here at Elliott Wealth Management is growing, and we add clients consistently. And I'm proud to say in 2022, our retention rate amongst clients is incredibly high, and I'm very proud of that. We work very hard to communicate, to make clients feel comfortable, to build a good rapport, to personalize our services and update them as things unfold in this fast-changing world we live in. And we constantly strive to make sure that the costs that we are passing on to our clients are justified by a holistic relationship that helps them in a variety of different areas. Check out my website, elliottwealth.com. You could get more information about how we do work with clients. You could sign up for a complimentary consultation if you want to talk to us about how we might be able to help you, especially if you're in a relationship with a financial advisor that is not working for you today. So thanks for listening to this episode. I'll be back with you on the next episode of the Simply Financial podcast very soon. Thanks again.
The views expressed are not necessarily the opinion of SagePoint Financial Incorporated and should not be construed directly or indirectly as an offer to buy or sell any securities mentioned herein. Investing is subject to risks, including loss of principal invested. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. No strategy can assure a profit nor protect against loss. Please note that individual situations can vary. Therefore, the information should be relied upon when coordinated with individual professional advice. Please note, the information being provided is strictly as a courtesy. When you link to any of the websites provided here, you are leaving this website. We make no representation as to the completeness or accuracy of the information provided at these websites, nor is the company liable for any direct or indirect technical or system issues or any consequences arising out of your access to your use of third-party technologies, websites, information, and programs made available through this website. When you access one of these websites, you are leaving our website and assume total responsibility and risk for your use of the websites you are linking to. Securities and advisory services are offered through SagePoint Financial Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance services offered through Elliott Wealth Management, LLC, not affiliated with SagePoint Financial.